never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another reason to breathe this air.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. How many head coaching changes have we seen this college football offseason so far? Well, the answer is 25 after yesterday. More on that coming up in a couple of minutes, but we had 24 going into yesterday. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you all about every single one of these coaches because it would take a very long time. You can easily get on any sports website and read about them. But if you're a college football enthusiast and a college football fanatic, you probably know who every one of these coaches are. But even if you're just a casual college football fan, you probably know almost every one of these guys. Most of these guys are guys that have been around for a while in some capacity. Some have been head coaches before, some have not. But to me, it's not any name that should be unfamiliar. We have Kalen DeBoer, the new coach at Alabama. Mike Elko is now at Texas A&M. Manny Diaz takes over at Duke. Bronco Mendenhall, who actually retired a few years back, is out of retirement and is the new head coach of New Mexico. Jed Fish takes over at Washington. Willie Fritz, Houston. Kurt Cignetti takes over at Indiana. The Bulldogs of Mississippi State hire Jeff Lebby. Spencer Danielson is now the permanent, no longer interim, but permanent head coach at Boise State. Jonathan Smith, Michigan State. John Sumrall, Tulane. Brent Brennan takes over at Arizona. Bob Chesney, father of country singer Kenny Chesney. No, I'm just kidding. He's not really. Bob Chesney is now the head coach at James Madison. Major Applewhite, South Alabama. Sean Lewis, San Diego State. Bryant Vincent, Louisiana Monroe. Jeff Choate, Nevada. Jay Salvell, Wyoming. Scotty Walden, UTEP. And Fran Brown, Syracuse. Trent Bray, Oregon State. Gerard Parker, Troy. Former Vanderbilt head coach is now the new head man at Middle Tennessee State, that is Derek Mason. New Mexico State hires Tony Sanchez. And after yesterday, we now have an opening at Michigan because Jim Harbaugh leaves and goes to the NFL with the Chargers. Now, I've mentioned numerous times here on the channel that I have felt like Jim Harbaugh was long for the NFL. I think he was waiting for the right opportunity because Jim Harbaugh doesn't like to lose. He was not going to accept a head coaching job in the NFL where he thinks he's got to go and build a program. I think in his mind, in his heart of hearts, with them having Justin Herbert, a franchise quarterback, and Harbaugh being a quarterback guy, that he thinks just a couple of pieces will turn them into a winning franchise. Now, I believe Jim Harbaugh's ego is so big that he wants to go to the NFL and win a Super Bowl because there's not a lot of head coaches that win national championships and Super Bowls. The majority of college coaches that go to the NFL end up being complete failures. And he's coached in the NFL before and he made it to the big game, but he has yet to win it. So I think he's going to go try to win one so he can say, hey, that's how good I am. I won a national championship and a Super Bowl as a head coach. Not many guys have done that, and not many guys have done that. Now, as of 10:30 last night, which was the last time I checked, Michigan has not hired a head coach. I figured they're not going to hire one at 11 o'clock at night. So when 10:30 rolled around and they had not hired one yet, I said, okay, they'll hire one tomorrow or Friday. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're going to hire the next coach at 1 o'clock in the morning. But 10:30 last night was the last time I checked, and they still had not hired one. Rumor is it's going to be Sharon Moore, who was the interim coach throughout the year when Harbaugh was suspended. Now, I don't know if it will be him or not, but that is the rumor. If I'm Michigan, I'm kind of leery on that because when he coached during the season, they got ultra conservative. Now, Harbaugh's coaching style is conservative to a point, but there was one game, it may have been the Maryland game, I'm not sure, but there was one game Michigan ran the ball 33 straight times. Now, if you've got all the confidence in Sharon Moore as your head coach, and he is the offensive coordinator serving as the head coach during Harbaugh's suspension, why is he being so conservative? He's going to run the ball 33 straight times. It just doesn't make sense. And if he's going to be that conservative in a game that you know you're going to win, how do we know he's not going to get ultra conservative against a top opponent and try to play not to lose? Not to say he would, but how do we know he won't if he gets that conservative against a team where you know you're going to win? So I don't know if he'll be the next coach or not, but that is the rumor. So as of yesterday, 25 head coaching changes so far in college football. Any thoughts on this? Please feel free to let me know. Homes for Our Troops is a publicly funded 501c nonprofit organization that builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans. Since the 2004 inception, nearly 90 cents of every dollar spent has gone directly to our program services for veterans. Visit at hfotusa.org. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. With all this rain, we need an ark. Fear not. I know a guy. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of three. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.